Well, thank you for coming. Thank you for joining. My name is Thomas Pötz. I work as an independent consultant in this field of digital textile printing, and I have kind of 16 to 18 years of experience in this textile business. Okay, so feel free to ask me questions during the session here. So we make this kind of interactive. Yeah. So where put I here my next slide? Okay, today we will talk about the home textile market. Just in the German, this is the preparation. They asked me to do the German presentation, but unfortunately I do it in English here. But the text is German, so I just switch. So if you have questions, I think the numbers you get easily, and then the other things you have to ask me, then I can send it to you in English maybe later on. So we talk today here about the German home textile market. By the way, the European textile market, and this number is published by Euratex. Euratex is a European organization. They say the European market of home textiles is about 45 billions. So what are home textiles by definition? This starts already with wallpaper. Of course, it's carpets, all the curtains and all the other textiles you have in a household. If there's tablecloths or bed linen or any other textile you have in that market, this is including wallpaper and including carpets. This is 45 billion in Europe, and in Germany we have there about 14 billion. So it's pretty much 1/3, maybe 30% of the European market is the German market of home textiles. By the way, this market, home textile, of course, is far beyond bigger than what we see here today, as we would call that maybe soft signage, where digital printing starts with to print on textiles. So this market is growing here, what we see, trade shows, retail and all this, advertisement. This is good and it is growing, but this market here is far beyond bigger than what we see there. And here we talk only about home textiles. We don't talk about industry applications, and we don't talk about automotive and other things, or we don't talk about apparel printing, fashion. It's just home textile. So we do it step by step. I think if you look for opportunities in business, this is a real serious one. You can talk what you like, but this is a serious opportunity being involved in that market. Okay, just imagine 1% market share on that market in Germany would be 140 millions. 1% in Europe would be 450 millions. Just 1%. You have to get this number, by the zeros at the end. Seriously. And then you have to try to enjoy that and see the opportunities, of course. What is very important, and I think this is the point I will point out here today in my 20 minutes, so I have to run. When we talk about home textiles, first of all, we talk about new markets. Why do we talk about new markets? Because we have here new customers. Of course, we have there. And then what we're going to realize as well, we're going to have new designs. Design is not the same what we see here at the trade show. Home textile design has developed over 150 years or more. So there's a certain style of design which is required to be successful in this market. Don't even think about you could use something you have already at the moment on your computer, maybe on your hard drive somewhere, and that would work. I would say, don't start. Get that ready first. And then, of course, there is new technology, which is required somehow. There are new processes, new ways how to do that, and then there are maybe different suppliers, and supply chain is maybe different to what you have today. So This is what we're going to talk. And if you talk about the new markets, then we see, of course, here, we should define our goal. What is the goal? What do, where do we like to go to? What is the definition? Because this market is so big, we have to be focused. I have to really see, this is something I take care of. Just think about this 1%, 140 millions is still such a big number of market, so you have to be really focused to get at least a small part of that. If you're not focused, you get lost. So I think it's very, very important to define yourself, your business concept. Make sure that you really fulfill the need of the demand of your defined customer. As we say, sometimes if you pass it just slightly, then you pass it and the opportunity is gone. So make sure that you hit the point. And out of those different, opportunities in home textiles, what could be printed? Of course, there are curtains, there are tablecloths, there are pillows, there is all kind of, upholstery, there's bedware, there are kind of inside UV protection like rollos, like wallpapers, and all kind of outdoor chairs, upholsteries again, kind of summer things, sun umbrellas, and. So the market is seriously big. But I would recommend you to look at what are the requirements. The requirements for those even niche markets in this market of home textiles. There are different requirements there. So it's important to fulfill those requirements that you can get the money at the end of your customer. This is what it's all about. To catch the money of the customer. They are willing to pay. They are willing to spend. So you have to make them a serious, offer that convince them that is what you do is the best. Something new. They can be different. This is in the time today where everybody likes to differentiate themselves. This is the message should come over as a kind of crossover. So what about talking about the customers here? Then of course, how will I talk to those different customers? They have not been my customer in the past. So as they are new, how will I address my message to them? I have to get a clear marketing concept for that. As I said before, I have to have the right design to those different segments in that market. And I have to make sure that all my presentation is well done, that these new customers understand what I'm talking about. I have to make sure that my delivery and supply chain is well organized. Let's just think about I have internet business, then I have to get organized how my orders coming in and how my supply chain is supplying what gets out with payments and all this stuff. So there's a new thing there as well. Or will I serve the traditional retail market on the other hand? Then I have to talk to different customers as well. So this is something I think it's worthwhile thinking about as the market is so big. But I have to look at that. When I talk of different designs, and by the way, the designs, and when you may know the app HP is providing by the wallpaper business. When HP is printing on wallpapers, they have a very, very nice app. And if you go on this app, they have even access to a kind of design library where customers can decide what kind of designs they like to get printed on their wallpaper. So something similar could develop here for the home textiles. If you have a kind of design library where customers have access to, then this could be, printed there. So make sure that you have the right data for this. And of course, the customer you're talking to, make sure that you really hit the demand of the customer and that you define your target groups. If you talk about the technology, then of course we need to look at about what kind of target group do I have here, because if I print on a sun umbrella, that might be different technology. I can print with UV or with latex. I will not print with dye sublimation because there is a certain type of coating on the top of the textile. So I will use UV printing instead of sublimation printing or reactive printing for the in-house textiles. So make sure that you know what technology you need for the products you're going to sell. And what kind of designs may be required for that kind of market. It could be for promotional business as well. Then of course, then again, it's different. What else do we have here? Yeah, of course, the technologies I already mentioned, the different ones. You know, there might be direct sublimation, there might be transfer printing, there might be latex printing or UV printing. So make sure that you have the right technology with the right textiles for those optimized printing technologies. What are the possibilities? Well, they are huge. The market of home textiles, we cannot compare, as I said already, with the soft signage market, what we have today here. But, excuse me please, but I think the concept will give you the success. The important thing is that you get the right concept done, that you get it segmented by the different products, technologies, and customers' demand. And this is how you can go forward. The printing technology at the end is the same as you print on soft signage, as you print home textiles. But, as I said, some things are different. And of course, you have to make sure that the durability of your prints fulfill the needs of the home textile market and not of the market of graphic arts and advertisement. So there are different durability issues there as well. You need to test out and make sure that you have those requirements. So I can thank you for my very short and brief presentation. If there are some other questions now about this, please let me know. We can talk. I will give you some inputs, and if you have more questions, send me an email if you like, and I will follow up on that. Thank you very much for listening.